Hello and welcome to What Are You Saying? Hashtag Ways, where we talk about topics in the news as it affects us. Or somebody's just stressing me right now. Franca, come and go back to your set. We don't need you here. Hi, Franca. Hey. What are you feeling like?
We're doing content for BTS. That's what is trending now.
It's our BTS page.
Yes.
It's trending. It's trending. How are
That's
you?
She's good. BTS. Oh yeah, camera.
Madam Heartlines, how's it been?
So I came in here and I didn't recognize this place anymore.
Oh, Jesus. Person never even starts. Oh, God.
I didn't recognize
See
this
our
place
life
anymore.
for waste. It's okay.
Please. Next time you want me on the show, invite me as a guest. I'm not your co-host, baby.
Okay.
Yes,
All
thank
right,
you.
Ma. Emma Binu.
You're my darling. I can't get angry with you, but
Emma Binu, ma.
your new producer is a good boy.
How are you, Panka?
Good.
How's it been? So what are you discussing tonight on Heartlines?
How to say the truth and how to lie inside relationship and don't get caught.
Ah, is that it? Panka, that's not the topic. The topic is how are you transparent?
How are you open? Open, not be to talk true and lie. So how to talk true, how to talk lie, and still be in love in the good atmosphere and everything, working sinene for
Well,
you.
can you really tell the truth to your spouse?
That's
like
what
100%?
That's what we want to find out. We have a reverend father who's going to advise us on how not to lie. And we have people on the streets, some guys that lie very well.
They're not coming on the show.
They're coming on the show, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I look forward to watching it.
Oh, yeah, please do.
All right, tonight, what are we having? Okay, so if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's where you're going to find Franca. What this Gregra she's doing. She will not let us hear what. Please go there and hit our subscribe button at Official Upgrade TV. That's our YouTube page. Go there right now and hit the subscribe button. So tonight we want to discuss something really a bit disturbing that we saw about pets, and of course, whether the ownership of pets is a threat to the safety of residents, especially in shared spaces like estates and all of that. And here's what we found as today's quote. It says, animals are such agreeable friends. Where's my quote? I'm trying to find my quote. Okay, so let me pull out that quote. I'll be right back. Oh, you know what? Yeah, where's that it? So animals are such agreeable friends. They ask no questions. They pass no criticism. That's from George Eliot. So when we open our phone lines, I love people that have, they're breed animals. Like if you have dogs, especially dogs, right? I like for you to call in the conversation. Just let us know what are your thoughts on the conversation. But first, let's run off on a break. When we come back from that break, we want to see what we found in today's news. Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking. It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future. Yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you. All right, thanks for staying with us now. International Project Management Day is typically observed on the first Thursday of November each year. It is a day dedicated to recognizing the contributions of project managers and highlighting the value of project management in various industries across the globe. The day serves to celebrate the hard work, leadership, and organizational skills of project managers who are responsible for bringing projects, of course, to successful completion, whether in construction, IT, health, engineering, or any other sector. It also helps to raise awareness of the importance of project management practices in ensuring the effective use of resources, time, and budget. Now, project management is a critical discipline that involves planning, executing, and overseeing projects from start to finish. It plays a pivotal role in the success of businesses worldwide. Yeah, you are a project manager, are you? Oh, you are a scrum master. Okay, I did project management, and it's just
Basically the same thing.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing. It's so interesting how I've actually been managing projects like over the years, before then officially now going to go and take a certification in product and project management. It's such an interesting thing because again, and I feel like within every organization, you need to have people that think like project managers because as a project manager, you're thinking end to end. You're thinking, okay, what are the things? Because tiny details can ruin an entire project. And this is what we do every day. Every show, for instance, is a project. So that's why you must have a project file to say, you know what, these are the things, these are the requirements. Have templates. I'm always talking about templates, but it's like
nobody understands.
I'm telling you.
No, but you know why? I think it was after your training, you now started doing templates and all. But you see, there are some times that you naturally have this thing. You're able to manage, plan, manage things and see it from the start to the end. So it's even managing people.
Yeah.
It's something that's part of management and Scrum, yes.
Yeah.
So managing people and projects is something that I think everybody should have an idea about if you're working somewhere because you need to manage people, you need to manage events, you need to manage certain things in any establishment where you work.
Sure.
So it's key. In fact, it was because of Scrum I went to do psychology because I needed to understand how to deal with people, how to react to people, with people, react to people's, actions. And managing people, no two persons are the same. So you need to understand this person is doing this. It's not because the person wants to act like this. Something is something is happening in the person's head. The same way with projects.
Sure.
You're saying, this can be better. Why don't I do? So you have to think. If you don't think properly, you don't get.
And you actually must be a thinker.
Yes.
You must think it
outside the box.
Yes, end to end. It's such because we need it. A lot of times when I see things just scattered everywhere, why?
And you know what?
Have a plan. Have a structure.
I thought that initially I used to say, how are people not able to see these things? And I realized that we have it. Doesn't mean it's easy.
Yeah, it's a blind spot for a lot of people. All right, so Franca, what did you find for us in the news?
So I said I wasn't going to discuss anything politics today. So police vows justice for guard killed during dog attack by Johnson Idowu. The Lagos State Command says it will ensure that justice is served for the security guard killed when he was attacked by some dogs in the Pinnock Estate in Lekki area of Lagos State. This is just as the police said they had confiscated the dogs and taken the owner, Saliu Mustafa, into custody. The spokesperson for the command, Benjamin Udeyi, disclosed this in a statement shared on X on Wednesday. Punch Metro reported on Tuesday that the command arrested the owner of the dogs and allegedly attacked and killed the security guard. So I saw this, initially I saw the story yesterday or early hours of today, and I was saying, did they actually kill the guy? And people said that the dogs, like a car ran over the guy and the dogs were just, that they couldn't see blood around the dog's mouth or something. So, but when I saw this today, I'm like, oh, did they really kill the guy? So where was the owner of the dog? And why did they attack the guy? Did they think he was trying to do something, or was he? What happened?
We'll talk more on this because that's the conversation for tonight. Let me also take a story. I thought
Okay.
to mention, so I have two stories quickly.
Okay.
Is presidency is defending CNG vehicles, the CNG vehicle safety amidst Malaysia's phase out plan. So according to this report, right, Malaysia is set to phase out CNG vehicles by July of 2025. And the reason they are saying is they're citing is that they made this announcement at a press conference. They said that he explained that the decision was intended to protect road users and public from the potential hazards posed by aging CNG tanks. So he said that these NGV tanks have a safe usage lifespan of approximately 15 years, and if they are not replaced, they become unsafe to use and may fail at any time. So from July the 1st of 2025, CNG powered vehicles will no longer be registered or allowed to operate in Malaysia. So on the back of this, a lot of people are then saying that, so why are we bringing this kind of thing that poses safety threats in Nigeria? Why are we just about to start it when some other people that have tried it, have tasted it, they are moving away from that? So but the truth is, from the report you can tell that there's a lifespan for these cylinders. How many of us truly change our gas cylinders? Even me, where they talk for here, so I don't think I've changed my cooking gas cylinders. But those things actually have lifespan. And if you don't change them, do you understand? They would explode. So that is what people are seeing. You remember that video that we saw, I think last month, where the CNG vehicle in a NIPCO fuel station where it exploded because it's the wrong cylinder. And once you put the gas inside those kind of cylinders, they are bound to explode. So I don't think.
Oh,
Yes, please.
please, not talk too much. Say you go school too much. Not everybody goes school like you. As you read this message now, I say it's a no-no. Because a lot of people will not understand that they need to change it after 15 years. That's the problem. And we don't know how to manage chaos.
No, but so if people don't understand, Franca, why are we not having certain kinds of... So the way you have your fire extinguishers, there are expiration dates and all of that, even though most of us don't really change those things. You just have it there. It's just there for fashion's sake. You're not thinking you want to use it. Why don't we have things like that where every CNG tank is properly labeled an expiration period? So even at the point of refilling, it means that the owners will be on the the dispensers, the people at the fuel stations dispensing.
To go school.
Okay.
Malaysia, we civilized person now. One remover.
Well,
Okay.
I don't, because I think it's going to be
we
cheaper.
can't manage. We can't manage certain things in this part of the country.
True. It's the monitoring.
Yes. So we cannot begin. They already say this is a red flag for me, because the bus drivers would think, I beg you, waiting happen. People will now take it for granted, and before you know, you now start having issues when this thing comes. So let's not even go there.
So I miss I must always bring the Belshazzar. Baltazar.
I've been monitoring you since this thing happened.
Egonga. It's Sanzi that knows how to pronounce his name.
That's Sanzi. See, I dey monitor you since that thing happened. I dey say a different uwa.
No be so now.
No, I'm just looking at you.
I sit down on my own, jejeje. Person can't decide, say.
Who decide?
The Belshazzar.
I think say you want us to know the person.
So
will say you
apparently, I liked what this person said, because in fairness to the man
Yeah.
and the women in those videos, right? Those videos were not meant for public consumption. Maybe in the future he was planning to use it to blackmail them. Only God knows that.
Oh, but guess what?
Yeah.
Those ladies were sending him the videos by themselves. I even have videos, or I've seen videos where a particular woman was doing the same thing with women
and forwarding it to him.
So
the point is, this I think she's a businesswoman and influencer, says
Adesua
Igodalo says that as messy as everything in Equatorial Guinea is, that if this guy actually sues the government, he would surely win, because those officers had no right to release the videos to the world. I mean, Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, everywhere, everybody get those videos. The spouse of those involved should be the one that will be dealing with him in court. Now, humiliating adults for something consensual and someone had lost her life in the process, that's really, really not proper. That most of these officers should have proper training. And I feel the man should sue, actually. in fairness, because he was being investigated for something else. Why did they look at me, they laugh?
You
He
know
was
why?
being investigated for something else. So, and they now found explicit videos of him with women, and in those videos you can tell that these things were not hidden cameras. It means that it was both consensual. They both agreed that we are going to film this process. So I mean,
I
it was
agree
his
with you.
private, it was for his private consumption. So me, I agree with her. She should
I
he should
even agree
actually
with
sue
you.
the.
Do you know this girl, that Benin girl, Lizzie? She said, please, nobody should disturb that man. That's ironic, heroic, big.
Yes, heroic. And on that note,
On that note,
we'll leave the matter to hotline people. We'll take a break. When we come back from that break, let's have the conversation today. Stay with us.
Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking. It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future, yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you.
All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, it's our ladies' night out, and we're talking about whether pets ownership in residential areas is a threat to safety. That's the conversation, and of course, this is coming off of the back of the issues, the recent tragic incident involving a security guard being mauled to death by dogs in the Pinnock Estate area of Lekki in Lagos. Of course, this has ignited significant concerns regarding animal ownership in residential areas across Nigeria. The attack, which left a resident injured, has sparked debates over the safety of having pets, especially dogs, in shared spaces, right? Of course, while pets, particularly dogs, are beloved companions to many, this incident has highlighted the importance or the potential dangers that is posed by untrained or improperly managed, pets in environments where residents share common spaces. With more people opting for the companionship of pets, particularly in urban settings, questions are emerging about whether these pets pose a risk to public safety, especially in residential areas where children, elderly people, and just regular people, also residents, are may be vulnerable to their attacks. Now, it is possible to balance, of course, the joy of pet ownership with the safety and well-being of the community. But we're asking, what are the responsibilities of the pet owners, and how should they, manage their pets, especially when they are, tied to, neighborhoods where, other people are also using. All right. So, first of all, Franca, I know you say, they do pets.
I'm not in near there.
You know they near them.
So because I grew up, we had a dog growing up, and yeah, they say they are friendly, but sometimes they are not. And when they're trying to play, if you just misguard one, before you know, teeth don't enter your skin. And I don't want all those plenty, just see what happened now. So
but this incident, I don't want to dwell on it too much, because I hear that I think is being investigated. From what I saw, I don't think those dogs had anything to do with that.
Exactly.
That
That's why I read.
attack.
That's why I read yesterday.
Yeah, because I mean, you could even tell the way a dog that is aggressive, you would know. So my father raised us amidst dogs. So we had at different phases in our lives. We were having so the dogs will grow old, they will pass, then we'll then get a fresh one, we'll grow them again. So we've always had dogs. And there's something very brilliant about dogs. As puppies, right? If a dog, that's why most times what they come to do when they see you as a puppy, they come to either lick your toe or they sniff your toe. Once a dog picks your scent, it is very, very difficult. No matter how many years, you understand, you don't see that dog. The dog will remember you. Do you understand? And if you have a violent dog, like an aggressive dog, you would know. From the video of where those dogs were kept in the police custody, I was watching that video. The dogs were wagging their tail as the people were going, like, videoing them. See them, they are wagging their tail. If a dog wants, like, you would literally see the dog, like...
Are these the 2 dogs?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. So there were 3. See that dog? He's wagging his tail. He's not even bothered. I am sure whoever is doing this video is a stranger. And yet the dog is not even moving.
This one that has...
So the one that has the gag mouth, even that one with the gag mouth, even if that dog was violent, with that gag mouth, it would try to want to, charge and come towards the person making that feel. But you can see all 3 of the dogs are calm. Do you understand?
So, but
this is not the behavior of an aggressive dog.
I agree. So, but at what point did this thing happen? Nobody knows what happened. They just saw somebody just took a video of the dogs around the dead body, and they concluded that the dogs killed the person.
That's what I'm saying. That I totally do not agree with it.
And but somebody mentioned that you can't find blood. Oh, but see, these dogs are not the same dogs.
It's the same. It's the same.
Okay, so it's the light.
It's the same. So somebody so somebody was saying that, because this is an estate, right? Because again, even within our estate, I know that, okay, the other estate I lived in before moving to this particular estate, they don't allow dogs. You understand? That one is a no-no because they just said no pets, nothing allowed. But this particular estate that I'm living in, we see them. But most of those, the dogs they have are like, what do you call those ones? The very, very cute, smallish ones with the fluffy hair. Their name is escaping my brain now. The lesser dogs and the Chihuahua.
It's only the Chihuahua.
Yes, Chihuahua and Lesser. That's Lesser brand, the one that has all the white hair. Those are the ones I've seen in the estate. Because if you truly have big dogs like this, it's not even safe. Even in the US, we've had so many stories of how kids, and that's why there are specific brands of dog you shouldn't even breed. They've even said it in the US. Stop breeding this kind of dogs, like the pit bulls. Do you understand? Yes. Pit bulls, most especially. Those are the ones that are known that something can just twist in their head and, But, I mean, I don't see anything, violent about this, though. I don't know. But
I don't think they did this because how did they kill? Did they bite? What did they do? So it's not a lion. It's not, what did they do? They didn't strangle, So usually when the dog want to attack, they want to attack, they have to bite.
And besides, a dog bite is a dog bite. It's not enough to kill, to unalive someone.
So unless the guy got scared and then they attacked him, but even if they attacked him with the teeth, so are there bruises? So anyway,
so now there are so many questions that are running through my mind about safety, security, and all of that. Within an estate, right, if you want to allow pets, shouldn't there be... Because I know that Pinnock Estate a lot, well. I mean, it's open. It's not like... But in that Pinnock Estate, I've driven into Pinnock Estate and I've seen that there are some houses that have enclosed gates and all of that. So how did they come out? That's number one. Number two, shouldn't there be, what's it called? In estates now, shouldn't there be priority on CCTV cameras on common areas?
There are even securities usually... like
on
my
each,
estate,
like
my
each junction,
and everything, and that guy would have screamed or something when this whole thing was happening.
Something would have happened because as it is now, if we want to judge just by this particular video, I don't think
because
those
there's no
dogs,
blood anywhere.
Yes, those dogs had the capacity to do what it is that they are being accused for. Unfortunately, they are dogs; they're not fit talk. But let's speak to statistics because I hear that in Taraba, Jalingo State, about 553 dog bite cases were reported between 2021 and 2011. Of course, this and most of them were male victims, right? And they were over 21 years old. While in Benue State, about 15 cases, right? And out of 17,000, what's up? What? Yeah, yeah. We no talk am from outside. But whom I hear 98 dog bites cases were reported between 2016 and 2018. Higher incidents in male. Why are we having high male incidents? I don't understand. What's the correlation between that? Then, of course, Enugu, significant animal bite injuries linked to accessible street food for dogs. Now, these attacks, of course, have raised alarm, right, about safety within the environment. So I don't know. We were supposed to have a vet. I don't know if the vet is on standby, but let us even have rules within estates. I don't particularly...
Even owners. Dog
yeah,
owners.
that's what I'm even saying. I don't particularly subscribe to a pet owner. Just leave it. Even if your pet is... So I went to... I go one house for US. Jehovah Shammah. I said, who sent me? And the dog is so big. But the dog is such a big baby. Like a big baby. It just... So when the owner... She said the owner says she's always scared because the dog is big. Everybody's always scared of the dog. So she's always locking the dog up. But when she locks the dog up, it will be crying like a baby.
Yeah.
That, why will you lock me up? No, I want to be part of
Mommy, I want to
come out. And I saw the dog, the dog cry. She can't say, me, I just stay calm. Say, you no go do anything to me. Omo. When the dog called, the way they come like this, they come. But funny enough, the dog was just so friendly. And by the time the dog came, in fact, the dog ended up sleeping beside my leg. Because he just likes you to stroke it. Like, dogs are such, I mean, they are very lovable.
I wish I can love them.
I was stroking the dog. The dog will go, it will come back again.
Yeah.
Because the dog is just seeking for attention. Right? And so dogs could be like that. I am not particularly one that likes to leave pets in my house. Not because I don't like pets, but I don't just like the things that they leave behind, like their hair. The only pet I can have
is cat.
Yes, in my bosom.
And that's the one I hate.
That's the one that will sleep with me on my bed. We'll be fine. Go wake up together. Wow. Yeah, I love cats. You know.
Why your eyes like this?
I love cats. I only had one pet in my life, and that was a cat. You know, but because they are very clean animals, right? But you see, dogs can be very jumpy, grouchy, and they can. My mom called me last week. She was lamenting. She said she don't know what happened. How did dog they open the door?
Hey, yeah.
They open the door, enter house. Normally they are always outside. And she said, "Oh my God! See your papa's shoe where I just buy.
They just used it. Chop everything.
They finished that shoe. Ooh, you know how much that should be? Expensive Italian leather where I buy."
Your mom is watching.
My mother is dramatic. I say, "Oh, mommy, so what you want make I do?" Say, "Oh, they finish me. I just they tell you. They chop the shoe, chop everything."
But dogs can
that's the thing. And dogs, I don't think so. Most times when I see pet owners abroad, I feel like there's a different training those kind of dogs they get because they are so coordinated.
See, the truth,
we will know they coordinate.
Even though they go through this Tinubu era, I'm telling you, dogs they go through a lot. The dogs in Nigeria,
no,
they go through a lot.
They are going through a lot.
Because if the owner they go through something,
the dog go they go.
Trust me, sister.
I saw a video of that Lhasa dog where they hairy, fluffy. One lady say, she say POV. How I gave my neighbor, she give her friend, may help her watch her dog, say she dey travel. 1 week later, when she come back, the dog be like skeleton. They don't shave all the dog hair. You know, when they shave the dog hair, go look. She say, see dog where I give them, see dog where I collect back. You know, that what should I do? I don't know what to do. So but I mean, like, the thing is, everybody in the north, I don't think the Southerners in this part of this thing, we are not particularly pet people. But if you go to the north,
are you serious?
Yes, there is absolutely no house you will go to
that doesn't have a
that
dog.
you don't go see dog or cat. Do you understand? It's almost like it's almost, you know, it's almost like these are your children. It's part of your life. Most people have dogs. Most people have cats. Then most people have both. Do you understand? Most people have both. But you know what? Let's take a break. When we come back from that break, we'll continue the conversation and we'll open our phone lines, you know. Just talk about how you think, pet owners can better manage their pets, especially when they are living in estates that are not really exclusively their own spaces. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking. It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future, yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you.
All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, we're trying to analyze how best to manage your pets when you are, in estates where, there are common areas that is not exclusively, your space. So how do you manage those pets? And please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join this conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-4663. Our phone lines now are also open. The numbers to call are 070-2500-7749 or 070-1424-2420. All right, so we were not able to get the vet doctor, but I think we have someone that breeds dog on the line. He's joined us virtually. Thank you so much for joining us. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so because this conversation is coming off of the back of the incident that happened at Pinnock Estate, right? As a dog breeder, first of all, what was your analysis on that video that went viral? Do you want to associate the unaliving of that man to those dogs that were just like locking around and just sniffing the environment?
Okay, so basically from my video and from the video I saw, I am not going to accept that those dogs mauled that man. Now, the reason is that if a dog is going to bite somebody, you are going to see bruises on the body. Unless they are keeping something from us, you are going to see bite marks. You are going to see blood, either from the dog's mouth, maybe their paws from probably scratching, or on the body of the man. Now, there are questions that are needed to be asked.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I thought we lost you. Go ahead.
No, I'm here. Okay. So the person that did that video, we need to ask the person some questions. Now, because those two dogs, there are three dogs. One is in the gutter. One or two of those dogs were sniffing the man. An aggressive dog will not be as calm like that. And no aggressive
That's what
dog
I said now.
will be. And again, immediately that man that did that video was coming with a car with flashlight on. Once a dog sees that kind of thing, they want to react to that light again. But they did not react. They were just playing around the man, checking and sniffing and all that. So personally, those dogs, unless they can give us a proof or probably bruises on the man's body or anything that is inside, because the man was wearing the clothes, any dog that is going to bite would bite and tear the clothes. Some might bite. If it's a bite that is not going to kill, dogs are beating me very well. And some are beating me, tore my clothes. Some just beat me. I felt the pain, and the bite mark was there, but it was not something that big. You understand?
Yeah.
So that case is either somebody has killed that man, brought the man there, or maybe it was a car run over. So they just want to plant that in on those dogs.
Okay,
so just that's the case.
I mean, you are kind of like confirming what I said earlier, because even from the video where those dogs were kept at the police custody, you could tell if they were aggressive
those
dogs,
were calm.
whoever was doing that film, they would charge at that person, but they were even wagging their tail. So I don't
even
believe
the one with mouth guard.
Yes,
the one with the
I
chain
told
mouth
you.
guard.
Yeah.
That one normally, if you put a mouth guard on an aggressive dog, he wants to tear the mouth guard.
Yes,
he wants
to come and
everywhere.
yes, and it was
will
just
charge.
calm. I said it.
Yeah.
I said because it was they were not charging at all. See that other one just sat on the floor and not doing a
wagging the
relaxing.
tail.
They were not even, they could not even care in the world. But I saw a report somewhere where they said that the police, David Benjamin Hundeyin said that there are evidences. It's just that they don't want to. So I don't know who to believe now, because from the examination of what we can see, there are no visible marks or bites or whatever. But he's saying that there are evidences or something like that.
The only way we can claim that there are evidences, let them bring it out. Let them snap and put it online. Let us see. Let everybody see. Even if those dogs beat that man, just taking oral swab of those dogs from the mouth, they will know. Once they run the test, they will know that it is the dog that attacked the man. There are things to do. From the paws, from the mouth, like even just physically touching the man. There are things there are tests you can run to know that okay, it is true that it is these dogs that beat the man.
Very true.
There's no proof like physically from that video, from that short 25 seconds video. There's no proof at all. There's no proof.
True.
But the problem is the person that still released those dogs, because that is an estate for crying out loud.
Yeah, I was just gonna come there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you that. So as someone that breeds dog, right? Because what is supposed to be the what's it called, the the etiquette of raising dogs, especially within those kinds of estates where you know that you have common areas, right? Where they are not, I mean, it's not just exclusive to you. You know, some estates you are able to cordon off your houses, even though they are terraces or whatever. You're able to build a fence, maybe a short or a tall fence and a gate. But some estates do not even have that luxury. It's open. So what is the etiquette of grooming, dogs or pets within those kind of estates where you know you have shared areas?
Okay. So number one thing is, any dog that is going to be brought into the estate, I have different estates around Lagos here, that people, once they are moving from their old house, they will tell them that I have a client that has 4 dogs. And he told me that he wants to sell off the 4 dogs. What is wrong? He said he's going to an estate and they don't
allowing
want dogs there. Yes. Now, once you are getting a dog into an estate and they are allowing that, those dogs should be well trained. They should be well trained. Now, we know something about dogs. Dogs lose their memory very fast. Forget about pit bull or this American bulldog. Even this our boa bull, our German shepherd, our Rottweilers, our Caucasians, they lose all their animals regularly. They are not human beings. So they lose memory. A dog now can attack the owner if the owner probably just leaves. I've seen a case at Abule here that the man traveled, I think after 2 weeks, he came back. The gatesman that was supposed to feed the dogs well did not really feed the dog. When the man entered the compound, 2 of the dogs pounced on the man and they killed him immediately. It is a live story, what I saw live.
They were angry.
So, yes, they were angry because they were hungry and they were angry.
And they killed
So
him.
those, what say?
They unalived him.
Yes, they killed him alive. So you are supposed to train your dog when you are in that kind of environment very well. It is just a normal thing to do.
What would he have done differently though?
No, but why didn't they
because
kill
he
the
needed
person?
to travel 2 weeks.
Why didn't they kill the person that didn't feed them well?
They will not, at least they are seeing that one every day now. And that one is giving them something, but might not be enough.
Yeah.
But the person that left them, they just feel that, this person just abandoned us. And
No, but what would he have done differently? Because I know people that they do onshore, offshore jobs. And I know a particular friend of mine, he does offshore, onshore. So he leaves and he goes offshore for 1 month, then comes back, onshore, and like that. I mean, it's 1 month. You are saying 2 weeks, right?
Yes, 2 weeks.
1 month. So, I mean, what is the ideal thing to do when you have dogs like that?
Okay, now there are different kind of breeds. We have German Shepherd, which are very smart. You can leave them for 1 year. Once you come back,
they will remember you. That's the one I told you I have.
But these dogs in particular are pit bulls. So even I don't even expect people to still really rear pit bulls in this kind of Nigeria
economy.
As we speak. Economy, exactly. Because even dogs regularly, they are not really that you need to have a lot of money to start taking care of dogs as we speak. Some people cannot even feed their dogs as we speak. So if you are not giving your dog what you're supposed to give, and you know that this dog is not a dog that accepts anything, and you just change everything, like start giving what you're not supposed to give, these dogs are going to react. They will react.
So sorry, with what you just said now, is it possible that those dogs that attacked that guy now, maybe they were hungry and they attacked that guy?
They are not.
Okay, no, they were not hungry and they did not attack.
No, but
from that video,
there's no
but you don't know how long. You don't know how long this thing happened before that guy did that video.
Okay.
Nobody knows how long this thing happened. That guy just happened to be passing. What if it was 3 hours after?
Well, those dogs to me do not look unfed. Men looking at that video, those dogs look properly kept well.
But see, from what he just said, really anything can actually happen. Because that incident must have happened 3 hours before that guy came there.
No, see, so there's the incident that happened in the US about pit bulls. I mean, they've always said it, but people is like, they no one hear word. You understand that you shouldn't be rearing pit bull. I remember that incident when the mother came back. Yeah, you will see the blood. Yes, the blood will be all over the dog's body.
But from that video, you can't see every part of that guy's body.
No, but you will see the mouth of the dog. Now you will see the mouth of the dog.
But
you will.
That
it
video,
is clean and clear.
That video, I saw. If the police is saying that they have evidence, we can't
let them
see.
Bring it.
Yeah, it's fine. Let them bring it, but we can't see exactly what happened there. They must have seen something, and that video was dark. It was shot in the night.
Let's hope that hopefully by some stroke of luck or miracle, there are CCTV cameras. Hopefully, exactly. I don't know, honestly, because I pray
it's really
so.
Sad.
But going back to residential safety when it comes to pet owners, right? So outside of the fact that you said it's good to feed them well and all of that, what are the other things? Because I see people abroad. You go, they walk up as big dog. The dog no go even send you. The dog no care whether you did there. You know, they are taking walks. Is it that it is our own style of breeding dogs that makes our dog aggressive? My father raised dogs. They were so aggressive. Even us, self. My father all of us go don't enter house before my father go release the dogs. Even my mother till today know they need the dog. It's my dad that takes care of them, and one of my uncles whenever my dad is not around. Like, I think, is it that we don't know how to properly train dogs? Because I don't think we train dogs properly. I've seen dogs abroad. They even take them to. I even saw the way a school bus comes to pick children. School bus come pick the dog, go their school, come back. Things they occur. If you see America, you see they spend money for dog. You say, hey, human being never get this kind of money. The dog they go school. School bus come and each of the dogs they go enter. They'll go sit down for their or they'll go stand for their own position. They are so trained. Every time I see those things, because I always save videos around pets, because I'm very fascinated by the way some people have trained and groomed, their pets. So is it that we are doing something wrong in this Nigeria? Because it bless our dog, na coconut head.
Okay, basically, I don't want to say we are doing anything wrong in this country. Now, in the sense that I personally, my dogs, they are well trained, they are well taken care of. Their treatment is always, once it's due, they are always getting their treatment. Now, if you train your dog well, we might not be having issues. And when sometimes at night like that, the only time you are allowed to release your dogs is at night when everybody is on bed. You can just release those dogs, and there's a gate, there's a fence, there's everything. You know that these dogs cannot come out. How these dogs came out from that compound, we need to ask questions. Yes. So basically, we treat our dogs well. I know a lot of people that treat their dog very well. So in this case, there must be something wrong. Maybe they wanted to set somebody up, maybe this and that, I don't know. But we need to ask questions. The police needs to, even the person that did that video, they should still call himself and ask him questions.
Yeah, but can I ask you, you said you have been beaten by dogs a lot of time. Was your dogs beat you? Was it your dog? Or were they your dogs?
Well, basically, maybe dogs that I was training sometimes. But even my dog, one of my dogs has beaten me before.
The dog was
I was trying to hold down for a vet to attend to, and he just packed and almost attacked everybody.
He was angry.
So because I was there, I was able to control the dog a little bit. But at least it has snapped at me before you knew that it was me. So dogs, they lose memory. They're animals.
So what are the best dogs to have if you want to be in those residential? Because I feel like it's just Chihuahua that is just okay, and the Lhasa dogs. Lhasa and Chihuahua is just fine. The one we know they big, just they small, they there.
Those ones that don't big, they are not big, eh? Their teeth are as sharp as anything.
Yeah, they are very troublesome. That Lhasa dog, I had to dash my own out.
We have Lhasa, we have Eskimo. Basically, those are the major ones that people used to really get at home that are really affordable, readily affordable. But there's this particular breed that are very smart. They are called German Shepherd.
We have those.
The intellectual dog presently. Yes, they are very smart. They don't attack without any reason.
Associations and German Shepherd.
They only see threats and attack. Even this, I don't know, the way they train these Boabus that I saw, that other one in the gutter side, it looks like a greyhound. It's the one with that mouth guard. So maybe if anything probably could have happened, because I did not really see that one from afar. I saw those two Boabus, the brown one and the black and tan one. It's called Brindu, the other one. So those dogs are actually calm to me. They are calm. So basically, you can breed German Shepherd. Boabul is okay. Rottweilers are okay. Caucasians are okay. Lhasa and Eskimo, they are also fine.
No, they try.
I remember when I had my first son, I said I wanted a dog. Now puppy I asked for. If you see the Rottweiler where they bring puppy, the leg be like my lap, big. I said this one is going to be a body. As they feed Pikia or they feed this one. And the dog was so big. So what I had to do, I had to send the dog to my parents in Canada. They were so happy. That dog grew to be very big. Like, Rottweilers are big. They are very big. And so it can be a threat to anybody. If you don't know how to train it properly. So where are the places to take your pets to for proper training? Because I feel like, right, if at all you want to have pets within residential areas, you should have trained those pets properly. Do you understand? That they know not to cross certain kinds of lines. I mean, we've seen videos even abroad that we are still talking about. There was a particular video, it went viral, where a boy was walking somewhere and another dog from another place was charging and coming at the dog. It was his own dog. You've not seen that video. It was his own dog that came and bounced that dog off and shielded the boy. You understand? Because his dog saw the dog coming from afar and attacked that dog. So then that was when the mother quickly took her son. So it's not like there are no mad dogs everywhere. Do you understand? Even on all the things that we're talking, we still have dogs that are very aggressive and violent everywhere. The only thing is that the people there, they take a lot of caution because they know that the kinds of things that would happen in terms of lawsuits, jail terms, and all of that, unlike here. So they take extra caution to make sure that they are going through all those processes of training. But if you are in Nigeria and you want to raise pets, you want to groom some pets,
you want to send your dog to school.
Yeah, you want to send your pet to school. I will find those videos. I save all of them. I love pets, so I watch a lot of pet videos on my. So in the Instagram algorithm, once you start, it will just keep giving you plenty pet videos. So where are the places to go and properly train your? Then again, is there any health reason why a dog might attack? Maybe the dog might be ill. Because again, we don't really pay, the way we know they pay attention to our body, we know they go hospital. Some people have pets that they don't even have veterinary doctors to come. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's true.
How often should the vet, as a dog breeder, how often should the vet come to make sure that, and what is the vet supposed to be checking? Just to make sure that, okay, these dogs are clean, and maybe they are not, because sometimes if a dog is
okay.
Yes, and if the dog is not happy, if the dog is not,
yeah, they have
they also have mental breakdowns, because I've seen dogs cry. I mean, plenty things they happen. The dog too, they think of in life.
Dog where they go school.
Franca, let me hear one. So what are the things, like places to visit? What's supposed to be the role of the health of the dog when it comes to the sanity of that dog as well?
Okay, so basically, there are places you can take your dogs to. Now, around Lagos here, I don't want to start mentioning names here, but at least there are breeders you can get online that can come home to train your dogs. There are good breeders that you can get online. And there are clinics that they have good breeders too that can also take your dogs to. Because people are actually running because of money and everything. To train a dog now, I have a friend that just finished training I think a 3-month-old dog. He trained the dog for 6 weeks and he collected about, I think, 230 or 240,000 just to train the dog for 6 weeks. And that 6 weeks, you'll be going just on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 240,000. So people are running and don't want to train dogs anymore.
I agree with you.
Now, secondly, treating a dog doesn't really warrant much stress like that. Now, once you get a puppy, the ideal way to do it, once you get a puppy, you allow the puppy win, like finish sucking breast from the mother at 6 weeks. You can take at 6 weeks. Once you take the puppy at 6 weeks, you give the dog vaccination, the first DHLPP vaccination at 6 weeks old. You probably might have dewormed at 4 weeks, or you can deworm and vaccinate that 6 weeks. So once you give that vaccination, they are probably to prevent those dogs from like 5 viruses. Those five viruses are embedded into the DHLPP. So the D stands for distemper. Is a nervous problem that affects dogs. Hepatitis is the H is hepatitis, which is inflammation of the liver. We also have that issue in dogs. Then leptospirosis is the L. That one, when a dog comes with infected urine of infected urine or feces of rats. When we have rats that are infected with that leptospirosis,
when they come in contact with it,
when they come in contact with the urine or the feces, even the dog, the rat itself, you can get the leptospirosis. So from there, you start seeing yellow discoloration of the skin, jaundice and everything. Before you know it, the dog is gone. So the first P is parvoviral enteritis. I think everybody knows that one presently, because parvo is a virus that kills dog. Like, there's the season for parvo. As I'm talking to you, we are in that season of parvo. If you go online, just go and read parvoviral enteritis, canine parvoviral enteritis. It's a serious case. Once a case comes like that, it is 50-50. You tell the client that it's 50-50 chance of survival, and they pay a lot of money to treat that kind of case.
Wow.
Now, the last P is para-influenza. So that one is not something that's really, really common in dogs. So once you give those vaccines, you give at 6 weeks. 3 weeks after, that's 9 weeks old, you give another shot of that vaccine. 3 weeks after that 9 weeks, that's 12 weeks old. You give the 3rd shot of the vaccine, and you can give anti-rabies as at that time. If you don't give anti-rabies and the dog comes down with rabies and it bites somebody, the person, it's not scary, no, I'm not trying to scare you, but
the person starts barking like a dog now.
Aside barking like a dog, in 10 days time, the person is going to die. There's no cure for it as I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Yes. That is for rabies. So it's something that affects the central nervous system. So and it kills human beings very fast. You can go online to check rabies videos of human beings that have been bitten by dogs. You would understand what I'm saying.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. Honestly,
Oh.
I was really learning a lot. But the good comfort is that there are places people can go to. So all you just need to do is
Yes.
search online for
Search
clinics
online.
and for
Clinics, you can just
dog
anywhere
trainers.
you are, just type vet near
Vet
me.
near me.
You will
Okay,
see somewhere
vet near
around
me.
it that I can easily
Awesome.
go to
Okay.
from
Awesome.
Google.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time this evening.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
you.
Franca, you want to say something
Yes.
quickly?
No, but I said these vaccines are a big problem. Oh. My staff went to buy dog 6 weeks. Now called somebody to come and give the dog vaccine. The next day, the dog died.
You.
After buying the dog for about 200 and something K,
He
he now carried the guy to police station. Say, So these vaccines, so that's what I'm saying, they need to know how to give this vaccine because I'm hearing now I'm hearing the liver, the hepatitis and everything.
Oh God.
So
Oh,
maybe
my
he gave
God.
the wrong one.
In Nigeria, dogs are not considered pets, and in some areas, they are part of our meals. We have a long way to go in recognizing the importance of veterinary clinics. Then Daniel Ilo says, pets are very good. They act a way of keeping people company and killing boredom. My deaf, beautiful sister who nailed it on the head. She said that it is possible that this video was posted that was all arranged and stage managed. I personally don't believe it was the dog that did that damage. She added that the dogs are calm and can never be aggressive, which I agree. My dear beautiful sister Franca said that if a dog wants to attack, it comes with either attack from its paws or bite. We as children, we grew up having dogs, but we trained them very well to behave well. A well-trained dog cannot be aggressive anyhow. We had German Shepherds and Rottweilers when we grew up as children. Pet dogs are different from guard dogs. My name is Daniel Ilo, Ways regular fan. Thank you so much, Daniel. I mean, this was a very fantastic and informative conversation.
Yeah. Now I know what killed that dog.
It is well. Maybe it's the wrong. It might be. He should sue the vet. Actually, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we bring another great conversation to your screen.